தாயின் அன்பாய், தந்தையின் அறிவாய், குருவின் ஒளியாய், தாயாய், தந்தையாய், குருவாய், தெய்வமாய் நாம் மனிதனமும் வழிபடுகின்ற புனித பாரத அன்னையின் பொற்பாதங்களை முதற்கண் பணிந்து வணங்கி, we all are gathered here to celebrate the Ramnath Goenka Sahithya Samman on the 2nd of the new year 2026. On this day, the dignitaries who are sharing the dais with me, Honorable Minister for Health, Medical Education and Family Welfare, Government of India, Thiru Ma Subramanian ji, Honorable Minister for IT, Dr. Palimal Tyagarajan ji, Chairman and Managing Director, the New Indian Express Group, Sri Manoj Sandalia ji, Editorial Director, the Indian Express, Sriman Prabhu Chawla ji, Director ENPL, Ms. Kalpana Santalia ji, Editor of the Indian Express, Ms. Santwana Bhattacharya ji, CEO, the New Indian Express Group, Lakshmi Menon ji, Editor Dinamani Sriman K. Vaidyanathan ji, and respected Member of Parliaments who gathered here, Member of Legislative Assembly, and ex-member of Parliament who are sitting here, and former ministers. I say my namaskar and vanakkam to everyone. I am pleased to be here today at the Ramnath Goenka Sahithya Samman. This is an occasion that celebrates the enduring power of literature, the ideas, above all that, the fearless expression. It is easy to say that fearless expression should exist, but very rarely it exists, and it was existed because of Ramnath Goenka ji. This platform brings together the writers, thinkers, and the intellectuals who enrich public life through the great write-ups and thoughtful engagement with the society. Such gatherings reaffirm the central role of literature and journalism in shaping a reflective and responsible nation. No nation can emerge without a very good, fearless journalism and deep literature. I pay my respectful tribute to Sri Ramnath Goenka ji, a towering figure in Indian public life, and fearless journalism means Goenka ji. He stood firm for journalistic integrity, intellectual courage, and democratic values during some of the most challenging periods of our nation's history. His life and work remind us that truth is not a matter of convenience, and freedom of thought demands both courage and conviction. And he is an exemplary figure for both conviction as well as the courage. Sri Goenka ji remains a conscience keeper of Indian democracy, someone whose commitment to fearless expression continues to inspire generations. He believed that ideas must circulate freely, that questions must be asked, and more important, that questions should be properly answered, and that power centers must always be held to accountability. That is very important in public life. In remembering our Sriman Ramnath Goenka ji, today we recall a life devoted to the nation, to democratic ideals, and to the moral force of the writing spirit. I was very young. You all know in Dinamani there will be, title Dinamani will be like this. Nowadays it is not there, they have changed the pattern. And then after Dinamani there will be one small box news, always it will be there. I am standing here as a Vice President of India because of that news which I read on that day. When I was very young, my mother always says something about spiritualism and patriotism. That immune into my mind all the time. So mothers are always playing an important role in shaping anybody. So she always talk about very high about then Uparashtrapati and then Rashtrapati of India, Dr. Radhakrishnan ji. In that news I have read one. Radhakrishnan ji has written so many philosophical books, so many books. But whatever he has written that has been banned by the Turkish government, that Hinduism is not a religion, but Hinduism is a way of life that has been banned. And nobody has questioned it in India at that time. There was one, I have read that one party known as Jansangh, under the leadership of Vijay Kumar Malhotra ji, they done one dharna against the Turkish consulate in Delhi. That impressed me and I was searching for that party for nearly a year. After a year I find the party and then I became the member of the Jansangh, and that leads that I am standing here as the Vice President of India. So Dinamani always, not for reading alone, Dinamani is for life also. It saves the lives of so many people, and I am one among that person, and I am very glad to accept it and reveal it today on this day. I was a young 17 to 18-year-old student. I was drawn into the total revolution movement of Sri Jayaprakash Narayanan ji, and I became the district general secretary of Coimbatore, because that time nobody was participating in that. How at is a 17-year-old, I became the general secretary of the total revolution movement. Everybody will get a surprise. That time Congress organization was the biggest opposition here. They have not participated. And we, Jansangh and the Socialist Party, the smallest parties, are behind that movement that in my district. At that time, it was my home district also under Coimbatore only. So it is Coimbatore district. So I became the general secretary of that movement for Coimbatore district. And after that only the emergency was imposed. During emergency, Sri Ramnath Goenka ji upheld the journalistic values and opposed the emergency and the press censorship without any fear. We heard that during the British Raj, Bharati has been forced to migrate to Pondicherry, and from there only he was able to publish his India and Vijaya, the journals. But here the power of written and spoken words is well known to everyone. But the power of writing, the power of vibrant speeches, everybody knows how it will act. There are great speakers in India, and especially in Tamil Nadu, there are very big speakers. You can say Kalaignar is one, Perarina Anna is another, and very vibrant speakers were here. So when they speak, it penetrates. But Sri Ramnath Goenka ji has demonstrated the power of silence, that is his greatness, by printing a blank editorial during the emergency. That is how he opposed the emergency. Literature has always served as a mirror of the society and a torchbearer of civilizational values. Through stories, poetry, essays, and criticism, writers capture the anxieties, aspirations, and transformations of their times. And at the same time, literature preserves cultural continuity, enabling the society to remain rooted even as it evolves. India's literary tradition stands among the richest in the world. From the days of Vedas and Upanishads to the great epics, and from Bhakti to Sufi poetry to modern literature, our intellectual heritage has encouraged dialogue, dissent, and diversity of thought. Respect for plurality, debate, and free expression is deeply embodied in India's civilizational DNA. It is there in our DNA. Our tradition teaches us that the truth is arrived through dialogue, and wisdom grows through reflection and discussion. In today's time, when India is undergoing rapid economic, technological, and social transformation, the responsibility of writers and intellectuals assumes even greater significance. Nowadays, the readers are also more interested in the peppered news rather than the real news. So the circulation is going down day by day because the print media is losing its importance with the youngsters. So everybody has been moving towards more pepper news than the real news. But whomever I am meeting, any journalist owner or the editor, whomever I am meeting, I am always telling, I am putting only my one request. There are 12 pages minimum. There are 27 pages also. In the 12 pages also, you can write anything as you like, except 2 pages. You allocate the 2 pages for the good news of the development, how the economical development is taking place, and how the economical development will really change the society, how it is upgrading the living standards of the common man. And if the price is going up, then how the middle class, lower middle class, and the poor class is getting affected. That should cover at least 2 pages. When Dinamani was there, Kanaganji used to write a lot. From the top to the bottom, we used to read every word we used to read those days. And their role of, and that is my only humble request. Their role extends beyond creativity to nurturing social harmony, constitutional values, and ethical discourse. Freedom of expression remains a cornerstone of our democracy. If there is no freedom of expression, then there is no democracy. And it flourishes best when exercised with the sense of responsibility and empathy and commitment to the larger public good. We should oppose, but we should oppose for a betterment. We should not oppose something which is on the constructive side. We all should work together if India wants to be the superpower of the world. That is what every Indian wants. Whether he is in the opposition, whether he is in the ruling side, whether he is in public life or whether he is doing only business, whether he is a school teacher, whether he is a great professor in a college. Everybody wants only one thing, that India should emerge as the mighty power of the world. Why we want to be mighty power of the world? Very simple. This India only can follow in Asian nation. We never want to dictate terms to others. For that, we never want to become the mighty power of the world. But nobody should dictate unnecessary terms to us. That is why we want to become the most powerful country in the world. A balance between the freedom and accountability strengthens our both democracy and the social cohesion. I would like to acknowledge the visionary leadership of our Honorable Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi ji in placing India's cultural, linguistic and intellectual heritage at the center of the national discourse. In the recent years, there has been renewed emphasis of Indian language, literature and tradition alongside encouragement for innovation and global engagement. Malanji was sitting here. My first function was at Patna that was organized by the Cultural Ministry of India. That Malanji participated in that. In that, almost every scholar has been called from all languages. And I have seen Malanji was sitting there on that day. Modi is want to take all the languages, all the Indian languages as his own. The conferment of classical language status to Marathi, Pali, Prakrit, Assamese and Bengali reflects this commitment. Gyan Bharat Mission, an initiative of the Ministry of Culture, has placed India's cultural and knowledge heritage at the heart of the national renewal. Such efforts reaffirm India's civilizational commitment to learning, continuity, and free flow of ideas across the time and geography. A developed India is measured by economic strength and technological advancement, and it is equally defined by social inclusion, cultural confidence, and ethical values. The journey towards Viksit Bharat calls for enlightened minds, creative expression, and a strong moral compass. A healthy democracy thrives on informed debate, dialogue, and constructive dissent. As we all know, literature and journalism encourage citizens to engage with ideas, question assumptions, and remain vigilant in the protection of democratic values. When exercised with the integrity and commitment to truth, that is very important. Whatever we say, there must be truth in it. The writers become a powerful instrument for unity and progress. When the truth is there, everything becomes powerful and it will shape the society in a better way. I congratulate the award recipients for their distinguished contributions to literature. Their work enriches our intellectual landscape and strengthens the bond between ideas and society. I am confident that their writings will continue to inspire the readers, particularly the younger generation, to think deeply, act responsibly, and engage creatively with the world around us. I have full faith on our writers and intellectuals that they always will be valued partners in the journey of a great nation towards a strong, self-reliant, democratic, and most developed Bharat. I take this opportunity, though it is today is second. I wish you all a very happy New Year 2026 and very happy Pongal and Sankranti. Jai Hind, long live Mother Bharat, Valga Bharat.